So a bit of an odd note. I really should have double-checked to make sure that this is looking good in the preview menu window before I started streaming. That's something I normally do. It's one of the reasons why. When we come to this screen, I normally actually have the game up. I completely forgot to do so. I also forgot to, at the same time, double check on audio, which is again something I normally do. That one is a little bit more difficult because it requires me to make a little recording, but you know, just kind of out of sorts mentally. So I don't think we really need the torch equipped. I'm gonna keep it, but I am going to I'm gonna put some of these weapons away first and foremost. Oh yeah, I forgot that I'd actually been upgrading the Hollow Slayer. I think I'm going to start using that. It's I haven't really checked out most of these weapons, but I don't really tend to care for ultra great swords all that much. They tend to be a little bit slower than I would prefer. Now, one of the reasons for that I'm swapping out the Urethil rather than the broadsword is just weight. The other reason is because if we end up two-handing the, I don't, at least when I checked it out before, I didn't care as much for the two-hand. So this is more for, just when I'm facing a whole bunch of enemies. And possibly just general purpose. I don't remember if I have...
Ah, well met. 'Tis good, wasn't he?
Yeah, I've reinforced as much as I have the items for. Same with the rest of my stuff.
Be careful.
Oh yeah, we have the chapel, and we also have the Ariandel, which I have not done anything with. Now the last thing I did here was unlock the shortcut. I think it's to the left here. We still eventually want to get this one unlocked, but it's not a huge deal right now. Huh. I'm guessing that I stepped off the elevator to check and see if there was anything under there. Oh, that's nice. I like the range on that. I don't like the sound effect that makes when they disappear. Huh. Maybe it was the frostbite weapon that was doing better against those? Okay, and this is the regular entrance. Yeah, that is a nice, nice hefty swing. Here is the problem with not remembering where the fuck we came in from. Side, we have plenty of Estus. Though, maybe not so much on this weapon. It is, the damage is nice, but it's a little bit easy to bounce. I guess we'll see. Since I don't remember how much damage this does. So it's actually less damage equivalent than I would expect. Interesting. Now I did step out here, I think. No, I went the other way. I continued on with this route, which I think is backwards. Huh. Don't know how I didn't notice that one before. Yeah, that's a big old meaty enemy. That's interesting. For some reason it decided to ignore my attack. Like, at least with those, I know that, or at least the first one, I know I was just bouncing. We actually have a lot more souls than I thought we did. Okay, so we can't... Ah, good, good enemy design. Now, I think I checked this out. I don't fully remember, though. Also possible that I saw the bonfire ahead sign and went, fuck it. That's where we're going to go. Yeah, it looks like we did check this out. I was thinking we did when I saw the priest. And I still have no idea what the hell occasionally refills our Estus. It could be the same thing as 1. I think 1 had a mechanic where occasionally I thought that, well, no, because I've not seen a way to like bump up the bonfires. Cool, so it has different timing on this shit. So you know, at least with normal dude-sized enemies, there's a fucking solution. With big-ass set pieces, the solution's frequently go fuck yourself. Oop, damn it. Well, thanks, Giant. That, what the fuck hit me there? No, seriously, what? Did that guy's bolt really just take off 60% of my fucking life? Like, I know this is a shit area. I didn't think it was a horse shit area. Like, fuck, at least Priest-Scholar's Shrine of fucking Amana wasn't this shit. I mean, Scholar made it absolute fucking garbage. Due to the fact that... Welcome to the wonderful world of... Every enemy on Earth, aggroes as soon as you are present. So that spews poison. I know that. So down being a trap isn't surprising. There are enemies right there. There's a ladder right there. I'm probably not going to notice the ladder next time, so taking the ladder is the sensible option, in theory. Boy, howdy, I sure do love how, well... Kinda neat how they take an enemy that wasn't really that much of an issue, bump up the damage to be about double, and all of a sudden it's an issue. So, I think my real question there is, why the fuck down the hallway does the giant still get to hit you? I mean, I know the answer. Objectively, it's because hitboxes are trash and From sucks at them. Just like I know the answer there is, why did I die before? Because the answer is, was, and always will be ultra aggression. They penalize it in roughly one fucking game, and they don't do a good job of it there. 2 did a better job of penalizing aggression than anything 1 or 3 has done so far. Ah. I mean, that's about as close as this one has come, which is mostly just bullshit range. Which this game in particular seems to be super fond of. So, is there a good way down? I'm not seeing it. Suggesting to me that this is not the route. Was there another way? Yes. So all of these signs suggest mimic. Which, I mean, I guess it's not that surprising. Thankfully, mimics are also susceptible to frostbite. If only I gave a shit about divine. The rewards here not being very useful to me are again, not surprising. Not every reward is going to be useful for every character. So one of those dipshits is still going to be alive down here. I'd rather not be dealing... There we go. With both the knight and it. So, since enemies don't have real stamina bars, I know they have stamina. I also know that it has dick to do with player stamina, which is the reason why enemies with great shields are fucking miserable to fight. Oh, this isn't like a secret passage or anything. That might be, though. As for that matter, might that and this. I shouldn't say secret, because it's demonstrably not secret. That looks sort of like an elevator. It would need to be going down. The fuck are you? What is that ring? Oh, I don't give a shit. Okay, so that room's just kind of a trap room. Good to know. I mean, embers are useful. Objectively, if you are having trouble, that extra health from the ember is going to be super useful. I don't know if it's... Huh? What the fuck is the point of that? What I was gonna say is I don't know if that embered health is the 100% health like the human health in 2 was. If it is, that is actually worse than Ring of Binding health, but... that also used one of your ring slots, so... that's not exactly being 100% fair. So that seemed to poison a hell of a lot quicker than normal. Okay, so that's where the giant is, sitting in poison for some fucking reason. Also immune to it, again, for some fucking reason. Giant 2, also sitting in poison, also immune to it. So this water over here suggests to me that there's something. Okay, but what do you do for me, if anything? It creates a path to... I don't know. Maybe it locks off the giants? I don't know what that graphical glitch is all about. Oh, is this returning to the bonfire? I think it is. Excellent. And with that, with how many souls we have... Yeah, does... I meant to check.
How have...
I know she has shards. I don't think she has anything else, though.
Ashen 1, Bish.
And there was that Lloyd's sword ring as well. Estus ring could be good because Estus isn't fully healing us. Aldrich's sapphire seems like that'd be useful for casters. This seems like it'd be good if you have any source of fire damage. I don't know how much it bumps it, but... Poison and... well, the bleed resistance... or not the bleed, the poison resistance might be useful here. What was I... oh yeah, the... I think we'd need a source of regeneration for that to be useful.
Just what?
Yeah, and I'm just not, like, super fond of needlessly carrying... Jesus Christ, that's heavy. Needlessly carrying a shield. I say needlessly because, well... Oh, neat. The regular crest shield has, dark resistance. Does not have great stability, though.
Pretty be careful.
And I probably want to check and see if I have any bone shards. The easy way to check that is, of course, the, just check at the bonfire. I never did look at this. And I think the easy way to use those is just going to be to sell them. I assume it's the same amount. I suppose I can check. But at the same time, it's also a matter of... It's not that difficult to just use them from the inventory then.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then touch, take, nourish.
Now, also, what do I actually want to bump up? For my purposes, I'm probably fine with relatively low int, and for that matter, attunement. I don't intend to use very many spells. More health would be good. I'm not sure yet if that is our embered health or our normal health. Vitality doesn't seem that useful. When I've changed out pieces of gear, it has not seemed to meaningfully change the amount of damage we take. Aside from a little bit when I was dicking around and didn't have a helmet equipped. That seemed to reduce damage. But then when I swapped it to a relatively crappy helmet, that didn't seem to be that much better than, or that much worse than the better helmet. So that's an interesting spot to be in, where I'm not real sure equip load matters for your defensive gear. At least not meaningfully, unfortunately. And it appears that everything has about the same impact on your resistances. Not your defenses, but your resistances. Maybe luck has more of an impact. Doesn't seem to. It's kind of tough to tell. I'm tempted just to bump up strength. Get two more points in strength, and then grab a point in health. I think actually though I'm gonna bump health up to 20 and then...
Farewell, Ashen One. May the...
And if I can... I'm not 100% certain I can. I might need to sell some stuff to be able to get up to the 9,500. I'll be close with these. I think I'll be a little bit shy though. Yeah, it looks like I'll be... Assuming I know these mounts correctly, I'll be about 200 shy. Unless it's 350 for this. Oh no, it's 350. So I am about 500 shy. I thought I was going to be.
Very well.
And I'd have been 200 shy if
Farewell, Ashen
I had known the amounts on those correctly.
Ah, how
But I do have a fair number of items I don't really use in any meaningful quantity. Oh, neat. You can sell those. I'm actually tempted to sell a Ember just to grab that additional level's worth of strength.
Ashen One.
Oops. My brain was so focused on the 200 or 300 number I had stated previously. It forgot what the actual number was. Now, seeing all this stuff reminds me, I wanted to,
Ashen One.
go see if I had anything for the crows.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then taken.
It'll take a sec for it to pop, but... I don't know why I always think it's on the other side of this. Yeah, okay. That might be related to something I've not really...
You. Me, pickled pea. Me, bumperum.
So, I mean, the obvious first thing to try. Leave, not discard.
You. No. That no pickle.
Okay. So, if not that... Fuck, I don't know. Okay. Maybe it cares about weapons? Or... Fuck, I don't know. Well, let's try some of the consumables we have. Maybe I don't have anything for it. Well, let's give this a shot. Worst case scenario, I'm just picking it back up.
Bumperum.
What?
Bumperum.
Hello, Logan. Okay. Well, if that had an impact, had a, gave me something, maybe the...
Bumperum. 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 Bumperum.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else that I think might give me anything, but... I suppose that really would just be me sitting there, dropping things, and picking them back up. Do I have... Does that provide... Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Provide me with enough to upgrade anything.
Just wasn't it?
Not quite. Still one shy on twinkling and 3 on both large and scale.
Pretty.
So I need to find more of those big-ass crystal brawls. Since I don't know the actual name for anything. Which doesn't really put it as this game is unique. I never knew the actual name for any of the enemies. I had forgotten that this was a closed door. So, when we inevitably die and, get to see what is there, prior to taking the elevator, it'll that when I can notice the path, that almost never pays off. Deep ring. Okay, attunement. Now, is this anything? It is not. Unless there's some way to actually interact with that bell. I am a couple bosses in? I don't remember the most recent boss. This is the problem with it having been a couple days. I think 4 bosses in? Which I realize is not really helpful in a game where you can do a variety of boss orders. Ah. I keep wanting to call that poise, but I know it's just that the enemy attacks, just like my own attacks, don't always care about the hit stun. And the way to actually utilize the hit stun is to make sure they're not attacking at the same time as you. So that has at least an enemy down there. That has an item. I want to try to clear this out a bit before. Yeah, I hear you behind me. Huh, with how meaty the footsteps were, I thought that was a... No, that definitely is an armored knight. One of the Great Shield guys. Well... I'll have to deal with them on the way back. Fortunately, those are not as big of an issue as they were before. Oh, above. Presumably there's also ones on the side of this. I don't know if the thing that fell off was an enemy or a ghost of a player. Always a good time. Okay, so... Well, that is much like a prism stone, useful for telling me that's a lethal fall. Although prism stones aren't always helpful in that regard. Since sometimes they'll hit. Bang. invisible floors or things you can't actually interact with meaningfully. Spots where you'll start to slide and continue to take damage. Whoa. Oh, that's actually not a path in any sort. Okay. That does not seem like a fun spot to try to fight these guys. Also, I'm not seeing the way forward unless it's behind... Dang it. Well, so much for that. I thought I was still below the arc. Well, this will let me see if there's anything below. There is not. Always useful to know, though. Especially since there does not seem to be a way back. I think that sending the elevator back down is probably the good call. Weird that that body kind of shuffled around. Oh, crap, I went a different direction, not the wrong direction, just a different one. I was wondering why I didn't remember these things being here. Wait a second, was I here before? No. Well, I kind of feel like I must have been. Even with this being closed, I think it's locked. Oh, it does not open from this side. Well, I don't think I noticed this path, though. I may have. Yeah, I think I had to have since there's no items and such here. So, okay, that was just a screw up on my account. Though this does beg the question of what's the easiest way to get back? the hell did that not get hit? Yeah, that was pretty much going to be a shit show as soon as I got stuck in that corner. Since there's no way around the priests. But it doesn't matter, I didn't have very many souls there. Huh. I guess I'm kind of surprised that... Oh, that's a little bit more of an odd feeling jump than I thought it was originally. Oh, neat. Yeah, I should remember eventually that corridors, I'm the only person that actually gives a shit about corridors. Enemy attacks don't bounce. And sometimes I do remember that. Just most of the time I don't. I mean, it could. Secret passages don't always lead to anything. In this case, it just leads to a nice death. I wonder if that deep ring wasn't a guaranteed drop. I'd be very surprised by that. Attunement slots. Tend to be very useful for people that care about them. Obviously this build does not, but... I don't know why we got the kick there. If anything, it should have been a kick at the front of the animation. I'm guessing it's just another issue I'm having with queuing. Those things have such strange hitboxes. Although I guess really my complaint there is huh. Whoa. I think my controller might be fucking up if or well, no, because that would be a double tap from the controller, which would be still a fuck up on the controller's part. So I think right now the issue that I'm having with this is it's tedious, and I'm not seeing a good way to make it less tedious by running past. Partially because I don't see the end point. I don't think I'd gotten hung up on the front of his model before. Not used to enemies actually having any impediment other than where their feet are sitting. Then again, the roll on this seems to, well, I mean, much like your own weapon, seems to love to get caught up on fucking everything. And sometimes their hitboxes just don't fucking work. Like, there are parts in the swing, and I've noticed this on basically every enemy because I've been helped by it, where you should be hit because it passes right through your character model, and nothing happens. I've also noticed that this sword does not have as good of a right next to the enemies as the broadsword. Interesting. So that enemy is susceptible to frostbite, so the Irithyll actually does more because it kills on the third strike. Due to the buildup of frostbite. Oh, cool. Even though he had not yet stepped forward on the left-hand side, that mace is a point where you get caught. I love how 3 has changed the rules for some of the fucking models, while still not actually having bounces be good. Of course, that's exactly the same bullshit as... Poise seems absolutely fake in this game. I'm certain it's not. But whoo boy, does the fucking game sure seem to go out of its way to be indicating that poise is fucking pointless. Where the fuck? Oh, cool. Oh. I'd actually stepped back further than I thought I had. That one's on me. I mean, I'd underestimated because that's a smaller model than the priest that it wouldn't, you know, block the whole fucking hallway, but... What the fuck was over there? Did I even check out over there? I think that's one of the spots we had to come from. I suppose all of these games need a spot that just sucks ass, so... I don't know why it's pitching. Hold on just a moment. I was checking the task manager and I can't see anything. And while different machine, OBS is also not being astoundingly responsive, so it might just be something on my machines as a whole. Which doesn't exactly make sense, but... you know, c'est la vie. Yeah, sometimes I forget that, you know, stamina, like a lot of things, is a player-only stat. So there didn't seem to be anything at the end of the hall. Unless I just missed something. Which is certainly possible. And this is just another path onto here. I think it's the only other one. Now that's not a lethal fall, but there's no real way for them to get back up. So the only difference between lethal and non-lethal is the souls. Dang it. Yeah, that doesn't seem to go anywhere. So I forget occasionally just how long of a delay there is on ultra great swords. Which is mostly relevant if you are trying to be at all aggressive. If you're rolling away, which honestly was not the way to go into because of shitty hitboxes, and most of the time wasn't the way to go in 1 because of shitty hitboxes. I shouldn't even say hitboxes, active frames. Hitboxes have almost never been the actual issue, it's been huh. Is this enemy just straight faster than you? I mean, really all I give a shit is if there's anything behind that spot. There doesn't appear to be. Indeed, there doesn't appear to be anything behind the other knight either. My best guess is that that's actually walkable. Which seems dumb, but, you know. Okay. So I'm just straight up not seeing where the hell to go here. Oh, well, no, this was the way to get there. Unless it's related to this, which is something I had not considered. Oh. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing here. Since that one didn't work, I do want to check out and make sure that also. I mean, these recessed parts are almost universally not going to actually work because there's no way to get up in them. Possibly a jump? That looks like a spot for our buddy the Crystal Thralls. Does not appear to actually be a spot for one, though. Unless we killed it already, which, again, doesn't seem likely. And if that is the case, that means this is a spot we've already been before, which again seems strange. I guess it is what it is. Yeah, I think this is just an earlier part of the cathedral. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, because that is that. This is where all of these enemies came from. So we never did investigate all of this, I guess. Ah, so there's necromancy-like shit here. That's good to know. I wasn't sure before if, I'm still not sure how the hell to get rid of those things. If it's just time or, Oh, that's going to be another Estus improvement. Or if rolling actually gets rid of them faster. My first thought on it happening to me first time was that, hey, maybe it's a Kojima-ass, they dropped an item in your inventory. Which, honestly, would be way better than what actually happens. Of just, you know, you have gradual onset blood loss that just keeps fucking happening. Okay. I don't think I hit this part up. I don't know what the fuck causes the stab occasionally. Which is a shame, because that's a useful part of this weapon's toolset I can't get consistently down. Oh, that looked like there was a hallway there. I wonder if this would be a good spot for the Mirage Greatsword. Since everything we're fighting is would probably be one shot by it. No, that's just a path over to that for those items. But yeah, this is something I have visited before. Yeah, this is a real good spot for it. In addition to the fact that just there's no real walls for it to clink off of. Oh yeah, even the enemies that have the extra bits. Even with me not caring much for its two-handed attacks. It's definitely doing work. even when it bounces, it seems to recover about as fast or possibly faster than the great swords. Okay, but what? I assume it's oil. Oh, that prevents use of Estus. And that dude just straight fell. Always a good time. I'm actually really liking this, with these kind of fucked up corridors. Now, since I don't remember these hallways at all, I sure as shit don't remember this ambush. Leads me to think that if well, since I did come down here, since man, I'm not a very good judge of this yet. There's spots where items should be where there are no items. Oh, that's another way to get up here. It's not as high as the other route, but that's just another way to get back on top of there, which is most likely used by the enemies as kind of an ambush. Huh, those enemies have just a little bit more HP than their health bar makes it look like. I might have to give those a shot sometime. I didn't care much for the Cell Sword's twin blades, but this was the path that led up here, which led eventually to the cathedral. Well, back to the bonfire for the cathedral, I guess I should say. No, this is the path that I needed to take to go forward. The bonfire is going to be the other route. Isn't it? Huh. So yeah, it's... Still have yet to figure out poise. I can definitely tell that it has some impact on that shit, but... You don't just have universal poise frames, so... If you get hit, you're taking a follow-up hit. Just basically end of statement. Ah, so this was that point. And then this has the giant which wakes up and can move around. And me going the wrong way took a while. Also got me about 10k souls, but this one is definitely not feeling as useful as prior streams. Partially because I have no idea where the fuck we're going. I mean, that's back. The roof really doesn't seem like it's the answer. Not that I think I could get there alive anyway. I was just curious to see if that did anything. It does not appear to. So I don't... Well, I guess I should say I still don't know the reset on poise. I know it only seems to do anything at all when you are attacking, but I don't know the reason. Oh, I fucking hate that stab. Rolling stabs, unlike rolling pancakes, seem to have a much tinier hitbox. And it's especially egregious given that the both regular attack and running attack have such good frames, or such large attack hitboxes. I don't know why we are getting so much stuttering. Seems like an every other stream type deal. Which doesn't make sense, but... Now, even if we could burn those, I'm not sure that we could do anything there, is the issue. Furthermore, unlike the... candelabras which held items in one, we can't get close enough to cut these. God damn it. And again, the Marah Greatsword seems to be recovering faster than Greatswords. Could be its dex focus, could be I don't fucking know. Bye-bye. Wait, did it somehow survive that? Impressive. So the only thing I'm seeing is the possibility of one of these has a passage, but I'm not seeing it in either one. So it could also be killing all 3 knights, which is kind of fucked, but could be burning that with a torch, which is also kind of fucked. Damn it. Well, at least we don't have to deal with the archer anymore. Oh. Oh, I think I see. And yeah, I did just barely make that one. It's fine. Okay, so that does provide us with a path forward. A couple paths forward. Because there's also this up here. I mean, that's obvious. Fortunately, this weapon has a nice wide sweeping arc while doing sufficient damage. So that one may have been interactable. It may have been that the pop-up there was the soapstone message. I don't know. It's tough to tell. Hey, a bonfire. Probably shouldn't have done that, but... Okay. So, I have no idea what this covenant is. Ah. Oh, this is the covenant for respecking. Good to know. And somebody has a hidden head and hands. Also good to know. Hmm. Yeah, I don't even know how to assign... Oh wait, it's probably this, isn't it? Yeah. When did we get the Warrior of Sun? I suppose that was probably Sigmire. Sigward. Not Sigmire. I don't even know what most of these fucking covenants are. Well, that one was apparently a one-time enemy. Yeah, this sword definitely makes this area a lot easier. And we now have a nice, easy bonfire near here. Dual Charm, I think that's the thing that disables Estus and various other things. Now, oddly, they're all pointing in this direction, leading me to believe that it's out here, but there's nothing I can reach that way. So it's possible that, you know, they're all referring to something up here. Or I just, you know, have fucked up a quest somewhere along the line, and... I think this is leading to outside. For that one spot that goes to the graveyard. Yeah. Yeah, this part. Looks like I did actually grab the item that was over there. I'd been curious about that for a little bit. Opening all sorts of shortcuts. Huh. Okay. I mean, that might be a survivable fall, but... What in the fuck? I guess that's just a red sheet over something. yeah, I wouldn't be able to see anything here anyway. Yeah, like that seems like it might be survivable. Ah, that's what's making all that noise. I think our next goal is to get over there, but I have... Unless that drop is survivable, I'm not real sure how. Well... It's not overly difficult to get back here. So let's take the big sippy and take the plunge. Worst case scenario, we lose 16,000 souls. Which hurts, but it's... I don't think that's the most souls we'll have lost. I am curious now if the that one that we killed that dropped the red sign soapstone was so fucking weird that possibly could have been the intended solution. Yeah, that keeps us down at a rollable equip load. I should probably check how much damage the Irithel sword does. Yeah, I wonder if I just haven't discovered whatever the secret is for that. Or if there actually was something over there. Might be something that requires you to be human. Tough to tell. Yeah, so it appears that I probably took an unintended route for this. Or maybe they did intend you to get down here by dropping your corpse on it? It's tough to say. Oh, no, it looks like this was probably the intended route, maybe? Oh no, getting close to that wakes up the giant. Although that still could have been the intended route. Ah, there's 2 knights there. So, what I can tell from the health bar is that this is not all of them. Also that that ring is doing some fucking work. That ring did a hell of a lot of work. Possibly. Huh. Ah, I was just blind. Oh, what I was going to say is possibly more work than the, if I'd had it, the Ring of the Evil Eye would have done. I don't know that for certain, though. Interesting that that seems to suggest that is perhaps a later area. Which doesn't make sense. You can't... Oh yeah, I wanted to check out what the hell the doll does. Huh. So presumably that has some relevance, but we of course don't have the slightest idea who the hell are you?
Hasn't it been some time? I'm Leonard, the ring finger. Remember me? I slipped you those red eyes some time ago.
No.
You're making quite an effort of it, so I thought you might like to know. If you yearn for a proper red-eye orb, one that is uncracked, then kill the Dark Wraith, survivor of the land swallowed by darkness. He has been a prisoner for many ages in the deepest cell in all Lothric. I can see it in your eyes. If you didn't invade, didn't pillage, whatever would you do? If you fancy a proper red-eye orb, one then he is...
I mean, I think I have Walter Red Eye. Oh, no, I have the Red Sign Stopestone. That's it.
Aha, thou returned, and a fine soul.
So we can get a sorcery or a swordcery. A faith sword. Oh, apparently it also works as a catalyst. Interesting. I have to assume that for faith characters, that's probably a nice, lightweight
Do not be away overlong.
weapon for him. And we have Henri. Isn't that Henri? Yeah.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the road of sacrifices. Anrin, the restorer. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty. The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me. Aldrich is said to hail from Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination.
Oh. Well, we've been to Farron Keep. I thought beyond it. Or as you continue to
Aldrich's honest
freak the hell out of me. Oh, is the coward gone? I think his actual name's like Deserter or some shit. But the way he acts, or the way he says everything, my thought goes to coward. But yeah. For whatever reason, my brain was thinking that might be one of the lords, but that is demonstrably not true. That would be the do find it kind of amusing that that has a, like a... I know it's supposed to be like a cloth thing, but I can't think of it as anything other than a tarp. Oh, I didn't grab the anything with that soul. I suppose it doesn't matter since it's not going to be useful for us.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't think... Well... How much do we have? I think we need one more to get
Ashen 1.
the Cestus fully upgraded.
Just what neat.
Oh, it's already onto the Titanite shards. Or the large Titanite shards, rather. I was wondering why the relatively low amount of damage and scaling, and that would be because it, Oh shit, I can upgrade the Sorcerer's Staff.
Pretty be careful.
Let's get 6 more shards. I don't know if it'll...
Ah,
Obviously, I don't know how much or if it will have an impact on Great Magic Weapon, but... Not Great Magic Weapon. Regular-ass Magic Weapon.
Just what neat.
And of course, I'm not always exactly in a spot where I have that broadsword out.
Pretty be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered. Just good. What neat.
I've been wondering for a bit, what... I have the gems for everything but refined. Even with just my current stats, that would be a winning trade if I had the stuff for it. As for that matter, would either heavy or sharp. I suspect that the magic infusions, the split damage in... Jesus Christ. Split damage infusions,
Pretty be... I don't want to see that.
Oh. Oh. You know what that probably is useful for?
Just good. What neat.
My Cestus. Since I am not using it as a weapon very much... I mean, shit, I'm not even using it as the...
Pretty be careful.
To try and parry very much. So even the quote-unquote intended role I had for it from donning it. So here, I'm mostly curious as to if there is a route out of here other than the stairs in front of the bonfire. Does not appear to be the case. I mean, if you ended up using like a shield of some kind, infusing it, probably wouldn't be a good idea, actually, thinking about it. Since that would probably take it off the 100% physical. Making it just a little bit less useful. Yeah, I didn't fully investigate this stuff over here. Oh, no, I did. Making you do property damage to your own stuff. Your own temple. Sometimes the game's camera makes it a real bitch and a half to look down those holes. Now, where to from here? I think the correct answer is probably Baron Keep. Still have no idea who or what these things are referring to. Also, I find it interesting that despite being online, I have not seen an invasion. I have not seen, you know, anything of the sort. What are these things for offering to Rosaria? Oh, Pale Tongues. Well, I've gotten 3. Okay. And that is Swordgrass. I somehow doubt I'm going to rank up in most of these covenants. So I forget if we killed the... We did kill the demon up here. So we're seeing, at least, what value the Blessed Peace has. And I'm seeing that the answer is not a hell of a lot. On the other hand, I suppose it's not really that it needs to keep us topped up. It's that it's providing a little bit of help every once in a while. Similar to the ring. Okay, so something tells me this is not what was meant by Beyond the Old Wolf Baron. Because it didn't say Beyond the Old Wolf of Farron, it said Beyond Farron Keep. Ah. I'm curious as to if there is a way to raise this. Does not appear to be, though. At least I can't find it. That's not really a much of a anything, though. Well, I had it for a sec. I don't know that I had it long enough for it to actually appear on a full frame, or for the text to actually appear. But I had that backwards. So I probably need to go to the Farron Keep perimeter. Ah. Yeah, and Henri and Horace are gone, and the coward and
Welcome home, I speak thine. Very well, then take none.
So pretty much I'm just going for a quality build, maybe with a little bit of emphasis on strength. I'm actually just tempted to get more health, though. Maybe a couple points of stamina? Yeah, I think I might just be leveling it up until it also gets to 20. 20 appears to be a nice solid base point for the stats, and it seems to be where the scaling on them either goes up or down a little bit. Now, I don't know if this is the one that's right next to Farron Keep, or to the Old Wolf. I actually don't know which way is which for this. since we are encumbered, we can see signs. I don't know what the signs do. I tend not to use summons very much anyway. Actually, if those are probably one time. And if they're not, that's not a big deal. They are not one time. Ah. Oh, the Mirage Greatsword continues to do work. What I don't want to happen here is to be ambushed. Which is what I expect will happen if I just run up to that damn door. Actually kind of surprised that they didn't stand up and turn around and attack me. Another rot shield. Wait, is that Cirrus? Neat. Huh. Two identical hunters. At least I'm assuming based off of the base being covered. Ah. A Lucatiel style mask. Are you from Mara? I'm thinking not. Oh. So they ember him after. That's kind of neat. Yeah, he definitely did not have... Well, the Form 1 didn't have enough health to be a boss. Then again, I kind of feel that way about the Deacons. This is a neat as hell boss fight. Even if I need to start being aggressive. What? Okay, I suspect that this weapon was doing bonus damage, because there's no fucking way that should have been that easy. I mean, fuck. I was on the defensive for 3/4 of that. I got, what, like 2 good attacks in? 2 good sets of attacks? I mean, I could be over-leveled, that's a distinct possibility. But I didn't take summons in there, and I didn't lose the embering. Now, what I'm hoping for is we can get the badass weapon that they had. What's this Wolf's Knight greatsword? Wolf Knights. Wolf Knights. Well, I kind of want that, but this, I think, was the same weapon that they were actually using. And that thing was neat as hell. Unfortunately, it's a bit heavy, but if we really like it, it's a bit slow. Although that's a neat attack. It's certainly very flamboyant. Covers all sorts of flips and Okay, so it looks like its moveset on, as far as the R1, R2, are entirely unchanged if you have the, if you have it set to dual. And in this case, that means that, well, I'm pretty sure that this is going to just be strictly better than my punches. But the punches can, of course, kind of come out of nowhere. I don't know. I'm tempted to give this a shot for a little bit.
Ah, 'tis good, wasn't he?
And if only it wasn't using Titanite scale just as the, raw greatsword is. Although, what, I think the Titanite scale says
Pretty be careful. I don't want to.
there's a limit on it. What does it say its limit is? +4. Okay, so... that's a neat looking fucking weapon.
Ah, 'tis wasn't he?
Presumably it won't be too bad to get some more on that. I will say it's a little bit strange to me that the it has the guard figures, because I think you only get that if it's in the left hand. That looks really dumb. Oh, and this is just its R1. Well, I think I'll keep giving that a shot. Oops, I actually meant to unequip the Farron. Okay, this is looking to be... yeah, I need to get back to full stamina. A little bit less... maybe a little bit faster than the Sellsword Twin Blades? Like I said, though, I didn't care for those. Really, I think everything other than these two can probably get tossed in here. I'm not too likely... well, maybe keep the Stone Parma just so I have a decent shield. And I think I want to have one of each unique one in my inventory. Just so if I want to dick around with... that, I have the option to. Yeah, Mord's Ring is not useful to us at all. I suspect most of these are going to be the same way. Yeah, the Abyss Watchers, I guess you were supposed to do that before the Deacons. But honestly, both of those seemed, God. All of those seemed easier than, like, the, demon that we hit up with Sigurd. Speaking of which... I suppose there's not an easy way to get back there, is there? Damn. Hmm. So the, actually, I am curious about something still. I wasn't really paying much attention to what we got from the crows, but I know it was for a firebomb and a black firebomb. I'm curious as if that trade is always available. Also, if it's static. Yeah, okay.
Bumperum.
Oh, excellent. I accidentally unequipped my my sword. Yeah, okay. It's been seemingly random. This is smooth and shiny. This is, well, it's round. Wonder if the moss clumps would also get stuff. This is sort of round. Let's leave this.
Bumperum.
Okay, I don't think that's enough to do anything with right now. Maybe something for... Okay. Like, I'm mostly thinking in terms of either birds or smooth and shiny. Maybe the charms? Maybe the coins? Like, admittedly, this would be a lot easier to just look up, but I think there's an element of having fun with it when you're not looking things up. And really, unless I'm going for completion percentage, I don't tend, or not completion percentage, 100%, I don't tend to care to look things up in these. It removes some of the fun. Who the fuck are you?
Ah, I know you.
Oh, it's the
Been some time.
shithead.
I just dropped in to see how she's getting on. Now, what are you playing at with this circus? This cesspool of doddering old folk and degenerates? Couldn't be better. She must fit in perfectly here.
Speak thy desire, honorable.
So she has not. Well, no. Those rings were the same as before.
Till we meet again.
And I want to give the book to Arena. Not that I'm learning miracles, but no, they live. Curious what she has to say about it. She's not looking too good.
Oh, Champion of Ash, welcome back. Do you wish to hear a tale? You only have to ask.
Also, I kind of like that the,
Oh, what's this? Champion of Ash, this divine tome is forbidden. These are dark tales of things that lurk deep within men. These stories would not please you. Of course, if you insist, I will read them for you. Only... oh, they frighten me so.
Okay, so it's the
Little
same
creatures that
dialogue as for the other Dark Tome. Yeah, it's not like we really have the stats to use any of them anyway.
have a pleasant journey, I pray.
Ah, there I am.
Oh yeah, we could reinforce the flame, but we're not using the flame for anything. I think the way forward is from the Abyss Watcher's spot. That, strange contraption. Still don't get why they were such low health, enemies. Catacombs of Arthas. Oh, I should have. I wonder if that keeps him dead. Arthas Rouge. Ah! Our first Dark Spirit. Our first invader, even. Okay, so they have a fairly high level of Estus. That the range on that. The range on the mace is either due to PvP or something, a hell of a lot better than it has been in any of the prior games. Certainly never had, okay, yeah. Oh, kukri. I wonder if that's going to be a throwing weapon, or... Yeah, it appears that taking them down with the... at least getting the finishing blow with the... Cestus, the Blestus, is useful. That was an interesting enemy, though. And of course, this does give us a blunt weapon. Oh. But yeah, since we have this cestus, I will freely admit to not being that concerned about this. I guess it was a pressure plate. I mean, this item would just as likely be a trap. Yeah, with what it is, that's not very useful. I guess more with what it is and where it is. I wonder how much extra damage we are getting from, it being a blessed fist. I just wanted to make sure it didn't revive. I don't know that as a red eye enemy it would revive anyway. But it's worth it for, prevention. Well, I don't know that the healing is really doing all that much, but We're a surprising amount in for having only used a single. I shouldn't say single, two drinks of Estus. They're giving a fair number of shards, which would be good if we couldn't just buy them. Oh, that hammer really... really not good in this, I shouldn't even say this area. But yeah, having done any lessened damage seems to keep them down. Which is good.
Oh, hello. How very fortunate. Have you seen my companion, Horace?
Nope.
To my shame, I was snared by a trap, and we've become separated. I've not been able to find him since. Yes, Horace is a valiant. He's probably searched. If you happen upon that I remain, and I will lay prism stone, please send him word. May the flames go.
Okay. Nice. That, Archer is probably designed to be a pain in the ass there. Okay, so... Now I'm wondering if it gives you the option to tell, Henri if, you found Horace or not. I don't remember seeing too many pop-ups like that this game, though. Okay, that's where we were. Up is new, down is new. Due to how frequently they're dropping, I have to assume the kukri is a throwing weapon. Oh, this was the trap. And this was the way we came over. There does not, at this instance, appear to be another way over. But what the hell was this about? Oh, this was we went down. That's right. Where the trap was, we went down that ladder. So I'd love to say that I was actually surprised by that. But, I mean, it did kill me. So in that manner, I was surprised by it. But I heard the noise. I figured it was coming from there as a trap. I just... Oh, you can even see it. That's cool. The time still, the amount of time it takes for that still makes it feel a little bit BS, but... Man, that causes quite a bit of bleeding. Although, I mean, also causes quite a bit of damage. Ah, falchion. And a scimitar. Seem to be getting pretty ridiculous luck with drops here. Well, that actually went well, since it kept me on the path and didn't knock me off. Oh, there's an item right there. I'm curious as to if that is an enemy or not. I'll need better timing than that. Wow, that bounce is ridiculous. Did the animation, but didn't, didn't actually end up hitting. So that tells me that there's a fairy frame on that, which I was unaware of. Neat, but rather strange. And also that the parry frames don't seem to give a shit about damage. Okay, so that does more damage, but it does not, Now, I'm curious. Nope. The safe way down there is, I guess, run? I don't know. I do know I lost 30,000 souls, which sucks. I think that's going to be it for me. Anyway. That was mostly trash. Even the bosses weren't that good. Like, the bosses, which are normally the highlights, were bad even by the standard of human-sized boss fights. Like, that shit wouldn't have flown in two. Those were seriously disappointing, and a hell of a lot of it was just the amount of health they had. Anyway, I'll try to be back Thursday. May or may not happen.